Welcome to Beat the Number. My name is Abby. We're here to discuss with you the top picks and plays for the NBA Morning Edition. Thank you for joining me. We have about 5 to 6 games here today on a Saturday for the NBA card. Up we have is Phoenix at Chicago. This is courtesy these lines of oddslogic.com. Again, these are the latest updated line moves, point spread moves, totals, over-unders, and the injury report. So we see here Phoenix is a 4.5 point favorite, total 239.5. I'm sorry, total's 239. Right now we're looking at, it's 238. So we've seen some 238s come across the board in certain books. But right now, for now, it's 239, but we see a 238. Let's look into this further. That's Phoenix at Chicago. We wait for the lines to come up. The line history for this game. Let's give it a bit. Yeah, so nothing, no real line move here. Let me look at one more area. Don't really see anything here. Still early, still Phoenix by 4, and totals 239. Look, it's heading towards the over, heading to the direction of the over, and Phoenix is 4, down to 4. So we are going to look at the injury report for this game. We'll look at the Chicago side first for the Bulls. All right, so the Chicago lineup is Ayu Dosunmu. He has a shoulder injury. He is questionable to play Saturday versus Phoenix. Jalen Smith, concussion, out against Phoenix. Patrick Williams, quad, out indefinitely. Torrey Craig, out indefinitely. For the Phoenix Suns, Cody Martin is out with a hernia. He has a hernia injury. He's out indefinitely. So we're going to look into this game further, get the history on this game. Phoenix and Chicago. Games in Chicago. So this is the first meeting between these two teams, actually. First meeting for this year. I mean, for the season, I should say. So Phoenix last 10 games, 2-8, 3-7 against the spread, 7-3 to the over. Excuse me. Phoenix has lost 4 straight games. Yeah, they've lost 4 straight. And they're 1-4 in their last 5, and 2-3 to the under. Chicago, meanwhile, 3-7 last 10, 4-6 against the spread, 6-4 to the over. Chicago's lost 5 straight games. They are 3-2 to the over. I say Phoenix is 2-3 to the under. Yeah, I think I said that, the under. Okay. So we'll look into this game further. This one's 238. Let me look into this one further. Phoenix is 3.5 on the road. This is the third game of a 5-game road trip. After this, they're in Toronto on Sunday. Oh, play the Raptors Sunday. So you have an early afternoon game, then Toronto is Sunday. And then after that, Memphis, and that's it. Phoenix 3.5. I think they said it went to 4. Let me see. Let me take a look at that. I think they said I saw 4. Let me see. I gotta go back. Sorry, guys. I lost we lost connection for the screen. I think I saw 4. It's supposed to be going back to 4. I'm gonna double check this. It'll pop up soon. Because if it is up to 4, I'm probably gonna. Let me see. It's 4.5. Okay. Right. 4.5. Now 3.5. Hmm. Yeah, I don't trust Phoenix on the road. I can't trust them here. Especially the way the line's moving. It's gone to 4.5, 4 now 3.5. I don't trust Phoenix here. I'm gonna take Chicago plus the 3.5. I don't trust Phoenix at all. I can't trust them in this spot. This is a team out I don't remember the last time they've covered on the road. Yeah, they haven't covered on the road in almost 2 weeks. Actually, 3 weeks. That was at Golden State. I don't trust them here. They don't look right at all. I gotta take Chicago on the points. I know the Bulls. Well, they covered the last game against New York. They put up a fight against the Knicks. They lost by 3 at New York. Um, Other than that, I know. I believe from that last game that they played against New York, it's showing me that Chicago's putting up a fight. And this game is after the All-Star. This is after the All-Star break. So it shows me that Chicago's putting up a fight after the All-Star break. Especially that game against the Knicks, it showed me something there that they're willing to put forth a better effort because they covered, like I said, they covered New York as a 10.5 point underdog on the road. So I think that this is going to carry over to the Phoenix game here, in my opinion, and Phoenix covers. I think they cover this. I mean, Chicago covers. Excuse me. I believe Chicago covers this. Plus, it's at 4 right now. So if even at 3.5, I'll still take Chicago 3.5. I would still take them. Yeah, I would be on Chicago here. Without a doubt, I'd be on the Bulls. All right, so that's it for that game. I don't have a play on the side. No play on the side whatsoever. Just the I'm sorry, no play on the total. Excuse me, no play on the total at all. Just the side. Chicago plus 4 plus 3.5. I play Chicago. Next game we're going to look at here. It's going to be Brooklyn at Philadelphia. This one's minus 9.5. Philadelphia total 213.5. This number has gone all the way up to 10. We're seeing 10.5s as well. So we'll look into this one here. Take a look at this. And then we'll get to the injury report for both teams. But it's already gone up to 10. Got the wrong game. Hold on. We should get at the right game here. Yeah, it's 10.5. Brooklyn's getting a lot of money. Tickets are coming out in Brooklyn. The total is 213. It opened up at 214, 215, then 213. Let's look at this one further. Actually, we'll go to the injury report first for Brooklyn and Chicago. Let's see. So for the Brooklyn Nets, D'Angelo Russell, ankle is ruled out. We'll show that to you in a minute. And Cam Thomas, hamstring, is out indefinitely, as you can see. Now for the Philadelphia side, for the Sixers. Kyle Lowry. Yeah, Kyle Lowry. His status, let's see here, for Kyle Lowry. Downgraded to out. He is out today against Brooklyn. Eric Gordon, downgraded to being out for Philadelphia. I mean, for being out from Philly, yes, for this game. Justin Edwards is out Saturday. Jared McCain out for the season. So look at this further. We'll look into this game further. So you can see why the line went down in this game. Let's see. I believe they played already. Yeah, Yeah, they played 3 times already. This is the fourth and final meeting. So the first meeting was in November 22nd in Philadelphia. Philly was a 3-point favorite. Philadelphia covered and won 113.98 and went under 214. Second game in Brooklyn. This one, Philadelphia was a 9-point favorite. Philadelphia covered 123.94 and it went over 212. Third game was in Brooklyn. Brooklyn was a 1.5-point favorite. Brooklyn won 196. It was under 210. So Brooklyn looking to even up the series. This is the fourth and final meeting. Let's look at this one. I do have a play on this one for sure. Brooklyn, 6-4 last 10. Overall, 6-4 against the spread. 1-9 to the under. So they've been under the total in 4 straight games. Philadelphia, meanwhile, and Brooklyn last 5, I should say, 3-2 last 5 games. Philadelphia 2-8 against this, 2-8 in the last 10 games. 3-7 against the spread. 6-4 to the over. So Philadelphia, they have lost 6 straight games, and they are the over. 6 straight games, and the over under is 3-2 to the over. Philadelphia. My take for this game is definitely under 213.5. The series basically has been an under series basically for the most part, except that one game this year, the second game of the series this year. But overall, I like it's the last 10 games are 3-7 to the under. So I do like the under in this game, 213.5, especially with those guys that we mentioned that are going to be on the injury list that are out of the lineup. That definitely helps to contribute to this game going under the total. But for Brooklyn, I like the under 213.5 and under the team total for Brooklyn. Under team total for Brooklyn. Because in the 3 games that they played, Brooklyn against Philadelphia, they've only gone over the total. They've stayed under 100 points basically. The team total has been under 100 points. So again, I would play team total under 100 points or 103, 102. Anywhere in that area. Even higher, I'd play the team total under for Brooklyn. And full game Philadelphia and Brooklyn under. So that's my play for that game. I don't have no play on the side. I just like the total in that one. That's all I have for that. Next game I see here is the Lakers at Denver. The Lakers at Denver. This one opened up -7. Total 244. This one's come down to, we're seeing a 6.5. Maybe a lot of 7s, but we see 1 6.5. And it's at 240, as low as 240 now, so it's dropped a little bit. So take a look at this, we'll see. So Denver's getting all the love, obviously. They're getting all the love. Public's on Denver. Public on the under. Let's see, let's get another perspective. Yep, public's on Denver. Yep, the public's on the Nuggets. Public on the under. That's interesting. Okay, we'll look into this game further. So that's the Lakers and Denver. Okay, so the last play they played last year, this is November 23rd in LA, and the Lakers were 4-point favorites. Denver covered, and Denver won 127-102, and it was under 236.5. Okay, now this is going to be the second meeting. So the Lakers 7-3 overall last 10 games, 7-3 against the spread, 7-3 to the over. So this one here is 3-2. Lakers to the over last 5 games, and are 3-2 last 5 games as well. That's overall. Denver's 9-1 last 10 games, 6-4 against the spread, 5-5 to the over/under. So Denver's won 5 straight games, and Denver is 3-2 to the over. So both teams are playing to the over. Although the first game was under, although the series has been this has been an under series, and the 2-8 last 10 games, in the last 10 games to the under. Last 2 games have been under. Let's look at this one here. Denver getting the public's on Denver here. One good sign is a sign that I see here is that the total is dropping. Remember, open up at 239, 240, 239, 240, and then it went. As you can see here, 239. Then it went up to 240, the total. Then back to 239, 241, 240, 239, 240, 241. So it's gone under. If I had to make a call here, I would look at a first half over. That's probably the best thing to look at here. First half over. Because it's 240 now, right? It's 240. I look at a first half over. So the first half over might be at 120. Could be 120, 121, 122. I would do a first half over in that range. That's probably my best play. Look at a first half over. If it's over one, like I said, it could be. Usually the first half overs are usually half of the total. So half the total right now is at 240.5. That's where it's at now. So half of that's 120. So 120.5 first half, I'd take the over. Or 120 or 119.5 over. 121.5 over. Anything around that area, anything in that range for a first half play, I would take the over. Instead of the full game over, I do the first half over. For the side, I'm not touching the side. I leave that alone. I'm not going to touch that. I'll leave that alone. That's going to be a pass. I like the over first half in the game. That's the Laker game. Next game we're going to look at here, it's going to be Houston at Utah. Houston, 8.5-point favorites, total 228.5. Right now it's gone to 229. And it's 7.5 that we're seeing coming up on the board. Yeah, let's see here. I forgot to check the injury report for the Lakers. Sorry about that. I forgot to check the injury report for the Lakers. I didn't check that. Let me check that. I forgot to do that. Then I'll get back to the Utah game. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to check the injury report for the Lakers. So Luka Doncic, this one here for the Lakers, he is available to play Saturday at Denver. Maxi Kelber is out indefinitely. On the Denver side, Peyton Watson is out with a knee injury. Vlatko Kankar is out as well. So we'll go to we'll go back to the Houston and Utah. That's the one we were checking out. Yes, well, we are back here now. So it looks like it's trending to the over this game. 228, 229. Yeah, it looks like it's trending to the over. Let's see. Let's look at the injury report here for both teams. So look at the Houston side first for the Rockets. So Houston, Fred VanVleet is questionable to play Saturday at Utah. So he's 50-50. We'll see if he gets back out on the court. For the Utah side, for the Jazz, Colin Sexton, he's still out indefinitely with an ankle injury. So we'll look at this game further. Houston, Utah. This is the first meeting of the season between these two teams. So Houston overall is 3-7 last 10 games, 3-7 against the spread, 5-5 over under. Houston 3-2 last 5 games, and are 2-3 to the under. Utah 3-7 last 10 games, 5-5 against the spread, 8-2 to the over. So they're 1-4 last 5 games, and 5-0 to the over. Let's see here. Let's see. This is an interesting game. I'm just looking at the total here. Let's see. This is interesting. Still trying to figure this one out. Oh, man. I'll bet the over in this game. I'm going to look at the over. I'm taking the over in this game. The Jazz have gone over the total in the last 5. They're 5-0, but overall they are 7-0 to the over in 7 games straight. And Houston's gone over in their last hit, but they're up and down. They're flip-flopping over-unders. But I like the over in this game. I like Utah in the over. I like the Jazz in the over in here. And I would go as far as I look at a team total Utah Jazz over as well. I look at a team total over, whatever the team total is. They haven't come out as yet, the team totals, but I would look at a team total over as well in the Utah game. But for the game itself, over. I like the over. I think it's, let me get the correct number here. I'm seeing 230. I think it's 230. I'm sorry, 229. Yeah, 229. Yeah, 229. I like the over. Over 229 or 228.5. Either one, I play the over. I like the over in that game. 7 straight overs for the Jazz, especially at home. Yeah, they're killing it at home with the overs. Utah's killing it at home with the overs. Even on the road, they're killing out on the road with the overs. Even on the road too. Yeah, Jazz playing very well. Offense is gelling at the right time. So I like the over in that game. The next and final game we're going to look at on the early card, Charlotte at Portland. This one's -5. Portland, total 220. It's 4.5 now. And it's gone to 222. So it's gone up a bit. So we'll look at this one further. And then we'll get to the injury report. So this one's gone down. And it's at 222. All right, so we'll look at the injury report for this game. Charlotte. All right, so we have here LaMelo Ball. Let's get an update on him. Let's see, LaMelo Ball. He is available to play today at Portland. Mark Williams, conditioning, questionable to play Saturday at Portland. Josh Okogie, hamstring, questionable to play tonight too. Brandon Miller out for the season. Trey Martin out. And Grant Williams is out. Now on the Portland side for the Blazers. Scoot Henderson, ankle. He's upgraded to available to play this Thursday. Jeremiah Grant, upgraded to available to play Thursday. This Saturday, excuse me. It's saying Thursday, but I don't know why it says Thursday. Today's Saturday. I don't know why. This probably is not even updated properly. There's no real. The only update what we have here is DeAndre Ayton out indefinitely and Matisse Thybulle. But the Jeremiah Grant and Scott Henderson one hasn't really been updated. They are available to play, but we don't know if they are going to play tonight in this game as well. I don't know why that's not updated, but that's what it's showing here. For this game, though, we'll do the breakdown of this one here. Let's see this game here. That's Portland, Chicago. So they only played once this season last month in Charlotte, January 24th, a month ago. Charlotte was a 1-point favorite. Portland covered and won 102-97. It was under 216 at that time. Charlotte 2-8 last 10 games, 7-3 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. Charlotte is 1-4 last 5 games, and they are 1-4 to the under last 5 games. Portland 6-4 last 10, 6-4 against the spread, 5-5 last 10. So the Blazers, after playing some pretty good basketball, they're on a nice streak. Now they've lost 4 straight games. So they've gotten a reality check the last 4 games. 1-4 last 5 games. Last 5 are 2-3 to the under as well. Portland playing to the under. Charlotte playing to the under. Yeah, Portland really struggling. They're really struggling. I don't know what's happening there. It's a real struggle up there. Let's look at this one here. And the total's going up too. Went up by 220. It's 222. It's 222. Yeah, it's going up. Let's see. Let's look at the lines here. So both. Let's see. Charlotte. Also Denver. Portland's favored 4.5. Charlotte -4. I gotta in this game here. I have to look at Charlotte here. Charlotte, I gotta take the Hornets. I gotta take them here at the 4.5. I gotta take Charlotte. I gotta be on the Hornets here. Portland, the last 4 games, they haven't really shown me anything that's like they've gone backwards since that winning streak that they had before the All-Star break. Yeah, they've gone backwards. Charlotte looks like they're picking it up. They're picking up their pace of play. I like what I saw from them in the last game when they played Denver. They covered plus 18. Even the last two games when they played the Lakers and Denver, they covered as a 12.5-point underdog in LA. And they covered as a 18.5-point or an 18-point dog against Denver. They're on a long road trip. This is a 5-game road trip for Charlotte. This is a third game on the road trip. I like Charlotte to cover the points. I think they covered for the third straight game. I like them here. I like the Hornets. I know the first game last month they didn't look too good. LaMelo wasn't even in the lineup at that time. LaMelo wasn't in the lineup. LaMelo is in the lineup now, and he makes a big difference. You can see they're playing a lot better. The games are getting closer and tighter. So you can see he's making a difference. I like Charlotte here in the points. I got to take Charlotte plus 4.5. I don't have a play on the total. I would, if I had to play the total, I would. Both teams are playing to the under right now. The series itself is 4-6 to the under. I would look at the under. I know the market's gone up and they're saying over, but I'm going to take the under. I like the under. I would lean to the under. That would be a lean. But my stronger play is the Charlotte plus 4.5. I like what they're doing. And LaMelo Ball's making a big difference on that team. You can see the difference the last two games. Coming out of the All-Star break, they're playing very well. I like what Charlotte's doing. So I like Charlotte plus 4.5, like I said, plus 4. It probably went down to 4. Let me take a look one more time. It'll put up at 5, 4.5. Yep, it's gone down to 4. I'd take Charlotte plus 4 too. Plus 4 Charlotte, plus 4.5. Charlotte every day, all day. Charlotte. And I lean to the under 222, 223, under in this game. So that's my take for that game. And the Beat the Number, NBA Morning Edition. My name's Abby. Thank you for joining me. Thank you very much for joining me this morning so we can discuss these games. Whether you fade or follow these picks, it's up to you. I just basically choose the games that I like and what I see. I make those choices based on what I see. But I still hope you cash your ticket. Whatever you do, I hope you cash your ticket. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And leave a comment. Leave some comments. And so that we can provide you more picks and plays and totals, over-unders for these games. We're going to be covering you guys right through the NBA season, NBA playoffs, NBA finals. Tune in right here for the picks and plays each and every day. Again, good luck to you guys. Stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Believe in yourself. Peace.